Yay. That's too funny. That's too funny. That's too funny. That is really funny. Okay. Gosh, that sounds like someone is working on my teeth at the dentist. So I am just adding embellishments to this page I worked on. Hey Dawn. Hey Jennifer. Glad y'all came. I gotta take off my earbuds because I'm hearing myself after I've said something. It's really funny. Hey Penny. One of these days I will figure out how to do a schedule a live stream properly, because I am zero good at it. How are y'all today? I hope everyone's well. I'm using a Sakura Jelly Roll Stardust to just add a little bit of sparkle here and there. Something else that a jelly roll or any kind of pen, gel pen, will sometimes give you an extra dark layer. So it may be hard to see, but my my pencils and markers did a gradation, or I did a gradation with them, and then adding this purple Stardust pen adds another little bit of gradation to it. So it's kind of neat. I think that's the correct term. Hey Shannon. Hey, look what I did. I am not a fan at all of mandalas, however you want to say it. But I wanted to practice using the acrylic pens that I bought. Hey, Ambient. I'm glad you're doing well, Jennifer. Thanks, Penny. So I had bought 2 sets of acrylic markers. One is just a generic one. I don't think it even had a name. And the other was the Arctics. The Arctics comes in 2 different ones. They have this neat little brush tip on here. And they come in 2 different sets. The one set of this one, generic one, was about the same as the one in the other set of Arctics. So I bought the second set of Arctics, which has some darker colors in it. Anyhow, so that's what I was using. I wanted to practice using those, and I said, you know, mandalas, I don't have to do any shading. I don't have to. Hey, Yana. Hey, Marcy. Hey, Nicole. I said, I don't need to do any shading or anything, but I don't know. I'm compelled to do shading, and some of these, if you look really closely, you can see some different layers of things. When I said, no, I don't like that color, and I put a different color on it and add some more dark color, and on and on and on. Hey, Ambient. I think I said hey, Ambient already. Sorry. Hey, Callie. Anyhow, when I was picking the colors, I knew I wanted blue, and I picked the blue, and then I thought, okay, well, I think I started with the green, and I just markered those, and then I went with the blue, and then I decided to do kind of a, what do they call that when the colors are side by side? Jennifer knows this, I know. They're not complementary, they're analogous. That's the word. So I've got purple and blue and green and turquoise, and those are all analogous. Yeah, thanks, Ambient. Sometimes my fatigued brain just doesn't want to work, but anyhow, I thought maybe I would do that, and I really enjoyed especially these blue flowers. I like doing that. And that was with the Artex and the generic brush markers, and with Starjoy originals. And those worked well together. Obviously, I colored on top of the marker. And the thing about these markers is that they're not going to bleed. There's some places that I had just kept adding more and more color because you can't erase them really, so you just mark over them. They're very opaque for the most part, and I don't know if you can see here, I've got a little bit of shadowing, but mostly it's very, very good. I mean, I really had to do a ton of layers to get it to make that shadow that you can barely see. Anyhow, I still don't like mandalas, but I like this one. Maybe I can say I like the flower ones that don't have teeny tiny little intricate things, or they're not just plain. So I like that. What are you going to do a color challenge with? The Starjoy, yeah, I do like it. I was in my was it the last stream? Yeah, it was Tuesday. I did just a very brief comparison of them and the Starjoy Golds, and I really didn't conclude anything. Oh, you do a challenge with analogous? Okay. Yeah, that was really fun. Usually I would just out of my own mind, I would pick complementary colors, split complementary, that kind of thing. But I thought, let's try analogous. I can't even talk. Red, red, violet, and violet. Awesome. So I thought that would be fun. And then I haven't used this book in ages, and I thought, well, let's see. I think for some reason, I said I want to do a mandala. I guess because in my mind, mandalas don't take much thinking. You don't have to do any shading. Well, you don't have to do shading anywhere, but, you know, to me, I like to shade. And I would probably put in another bit of dark on that. I can't really tell, but unless I move the paper, but I also use some glaze on the middle of this one. Yeah. So I think they are okay. Probably, I'm not sure. If I look really, really close here, I can see a kind of a like you're taking a pencil and you're coloring over a slightly wet, and you get this little, maybe I should zoom in or zoom the paper in. You might not be able to tell here, but there's a little bit of, I want to say stippling is the only word I can come up with. It's not a smooth transition when you're using pencil over this acrylic marker. Yeah, you can see here it's not a smooth transition. Now, if I had just used just the pencils, I'm sure I could get a smoother transition. I do like the markers. I did learn about, you can't blend really. You can sort of blend into each other, but I don't think it's not gonna become another color when you put them together. That's my experience with it. You know, if you want to try to get some kind of gradient, you have to go very slowly, and really you're not gonna get, it's not opaque enough really to replace Posca, but it comes really close. That's what I'd figured out. All right, allergies are bad. Yeah. Oh, it's okay if you're not chatty. Oh, does your nose hurt? I'm sorry. Well, you were out in plain air for a few videos. Maybe you were breathing in the pollen. Probably with some people that they would have a lot of trouble. Steve, are you having a lot of allergy trouble right now? Yeah. I guess it just depends on what you're allergic to. I get maybe more allergy-ish. I don't know what the word is. Maybe in the early fall. I don't really remember. I don't have a terrible problem with it. Yes, a lot of gardening will blow that stuff right back into your head. Yeah. You're in the Bay Area. Oh, okay. I'm thinking Bay Area. Would that, I would think with the seawater and the wind you get from that and the ocean, maybe it would blow some of that allergens away. Hello, Bria. Yeah, Jennifer, do you know how to delete that? I don't think that's really somebody that's watching. Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. And I like this. I really enjoyed this. I definitely like the blue a lot. So as my title showed, I want to work with the Grizaye today. And I think I feel like staying in this book because I really haven't worked in it in a long time. I don't know why. I really like it. It's just one of those books, I guess, that, I don't know, you just don't get to. And thanks, Jennifer. I wanted to use the Grizaye. So yesterday, I watched a short video that Grizaye put out on their YouTube, and I asked the question about when are you going to, or are you going to come out with a bigger set? And the reply was that they don't plan on it, but they're going to do open stock for the pencils, and they're adding something. I don't know what it is. I hope they're adding more colors that you can buy open stock. That would be great, because I really like these pencils. And so I told them that I was going to do some more videos with the Grizaye, and they said, oh, let us know when you're going to do it, you know. There's not a lot of Grizaye videos out there, and since I like them so much, I thought, why not? Yeah, I'm excited about that. So I've picked 3 different pages, and y'all can decide what you like for me to do. I've got these flowers with the heart. Now this is more, maybe, well, not February. It is, I can't even think straight. It's Valentine-ish, but there's a lot of spring flowers going on in there. And so I like that one. The other one I like is this one, where the flowers are very big. I thought you could do a lot of gradations on that. You can see the colors really well, although you can on this one too. And then the other one was the house. I've seen a lot of people do the house, and so you get a variety of objects on this page. So what do y'all think? Which one should I do? The heart, the square flower, or the house? Do I know how to make a poll? I know it's not a big deal, but I want to practice doing a poll anyway. Engage your audience. Start a poll. Hey, there we go. All right, so the question is, which page? And the question is heart. I'm not sure what you call that. Just the flowers. The flower one. They're all flowers, but then the last one is the house. Okay. My first poll ever. Yay! Oh, yeah? You like architecture? Oh, yeah, you like the house. Okay. Yeah. I like these pencils. They lay down really well. They have a lot of pigment, and they're comfortable in the hand. And I haven't had a problem sharpening at all. Let's see, how can I tell this is going on? Guess I click on it. Do y'all see the poll pop up? Well, I did. I thought I did. Okay. Maybe I need to do this differently. Well, I started it on my computer, but that's not coming through. On my phone. Well, just type in heart or flowers or house. Yeah, that's where I started it, and it popped up, but then you can't see it in the chat. So I'm not sure. I could try it again, but oh, will I ever get this right? Always seems to be something that I can't do. All right, so I did it on the computer, and it pops up for me. I'm not sure a mod can do it. Oh, everybody wants the house. Okay. All right, I guess I'll do the house. Shannon didn't vote. I'm not sure a mod can do it. That is a question I don't know. House. Okay, good. I think I just wrote on myself with something. So yeah, I'm excited that I was getting a garbage bag. Oh, well, it's important. I'm excited that they're going to make these open stock. Because I do have to say, I do have to sharpen more often. I guess it's because they're very pigmented. I'm not sure. So, see if you can tell. I've used the pinks. And apparently that green. And I don't know that I'm missing one. I think I just had put maybe I am missing one. Stuff gets under other stuff. Like, what in the world? Stuff gets under this mat. So I don't know. I shouldn't be missing one. This is 72. Oh. I am missing something. I wonder if I put them in a different bag somehow. It happens. No, it's not that one. Well, either I didn't miss something or I did. So we'll just leave it. Kind of remind me of Prismas. Yeah, I would say they're like Prismas in that they're very pigmented, but they don't, well, yeah, they lay down nicely and smoothly, but they feel more oily, which they're supposed to feel more oily. I have not picked any colors for this. It would probably take me an hour to go through my color cube, but I'll try not to make it an hour. Let me see. We have interiors and exteriors of places. And I'm not going to be able to get the exact colors, but it'll at least give me some ideas. There's a pink one. Hello, Terry. Oh, if you live close to me, Ambient, I would probably just give you my Crayolas because I like their crayons, but I don't particularly like their pencils. Yeah, I don't particularly like their pencils. Whoa, that's pretty bright, isn't it? Wow, that's like, whoa, look at me. I had divided my color cube stuff into categories, and these are all mostly exterior stuff. And ocean furniture. That's funny. There's not really any furniture there. I have to use them at work, so I'm making myself use them at home. Oh, you have to use Crayolas in your art classes? Yeah, I can see where that would be a problem. I suppose if I had to do something, I would use them. This might be good. It's got a lot of, I like that one too. I go nuts when I lose a pencil. Yeah. My Grizaye, I'm going, maybe I should count them. Then I know if I'm missing something. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Okay, I'm just going to say 22. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. So 28 and 22 is 60. 50. 50. No, that's not right. Yeah, it is. 50. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. That's 72. Okay, I'm not missing anything. I think maybe this holds, well, it holds 75. So that makes sense. Never mind. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not missing anything. When I see a gap that I don't remember putting there, that makes me think, what did I do? Well, I've got a bunch of different ones out here. The Case of a Missing Pencil could be a children's book. Yes! That would be funny. Wow, here's a lot of interesting colors. All right, I think maybe I'll just stop because I would be looking for days and days and days. It's our great Light Fast alternative. Yeah, yeah. That's why I got them. Ooh, I've got a test result from the doctor. I wonder what it is. Okay, let's see. I want to see what colors I have. I definitely have all of those pretty well. Not exact, of course, but so we've got okay. Wow. That's good. Wow. That's way too high, but then I was just eating, so that makes sense. It looks like my LDL is a little high, but my HDL is really good. My whole value is just a little higher than it should be, which is fine. I know I told that on live stream, but that's okay. Okay, so I've got those. Let's look at the page. We've got, this has a lot of potential. We've got the greens. I could make it a pink house or something like that. This one is mainly oranges and purples, so that might be a little boring, I don't know. This one, I love turquoise. Turquoise and purple and greens, those, I love those together. So we could try to send some of that. Oh, I'm all right. My cholesterol's just a little high, which it's not abnormally high, I don't think, which is good. This one, you've got the house color, and then the green, and then we can do pink and red flowers everywhere. Different pinks, because you got the back part. You have several different shades you can use on that, so it's kind of neat. This one has a lot of colors. A lot of times when I use these cards, I will put two together. So I'll look at the back here and to see if there's any that are the same, and then I kind of look at them, see how well they go together. Maybe not those two, at least to me. And then we've got this one that has, I'm not sure I really like this orange next to a pink. I do like the browns though. And other times I will just take a few colors out of one and I'll stick it together like that so I can get my browns. Browns, well, I thought browns were always neutral, but you can actually have warm browns and cool browns, although brown's usually warm. So I'm liking browns. And then we have this one that has a lot of different colors in it. So since there's a lot of different flowers, I might want to use that one. These two, go together pretty well. I can pull in some darker colors, or I can put these in. Those look pretty good together. It's like I might as well use every color I have, right? Yeah, I love French gray. I think French gray is my favorite gray, mainly because it's a little brown, and I like brown. What do y'all think? What colors do you think I should go with? Not necessarily which card, but just What colors would you like to see together? Do we like more pinkish colors, more reddish colors, more purplish, or maybe a little bit of everything? I do like the browns, but that doesn't mean the house has to be brown. Let's see. I'm kind of leaning toward this one because it's got this great purple in there. The top card, oh dear. All right, so here is 267, 415, the one with the berries. This one. Okay, this one is 415. This one is 376. This one is 84. 376. This one. All right. All right. Good, good. I like that one. All right. You said berries, and I thought, what berries? I don't see berries. Everyone chant. 376. 376. All right. Let's go and find these colors. Here is my little swatch chart card thing I made. We have this carrot color, maybe. Tangerine is a hard one. You've got to really mix something with it. See, we have, I think if we mix the ochre and the carrot, we probably would get something. Or maybe we can just do, yeah, let's do carrot. And why did I put ochre over here and it's not on this side? I think ochre's over here. All right, then we have scarlet, which is really not difficult to choose. Probably geranium, maybe. It's kind of an orangey red. Magenta. I like this hot pink. Hot pink. It's so hot. It's burning my hands. Wow, royal is pretty good. Ah, violet, 53. I know I've put all these in, I haven't put these in the proper order, but I got that one. The last two, we have seafoam and there's not a lot of aquas in this one. Jade, I think, would go really well for seafoam, and awesome. Enjoy your phone call. I'm not sure there's a lot of teals in here. You can get close. Well, there's a teal, but it's darker. It's probably fine. We'll just use teal. All right, so there we are. Oh, okay, very good. All right, what I'm using, I'm going to use my camera to zoom in a little bit. Yeah, my doctor visit yesterday was just routine, you know. Check my blood pressure. Okay, so we have the violet, which is number 53. The teal, number 36. Hey, Danielle. Jade, 37. Hot pink, 15. Is anybody at bingo yet? Oh, wouldn't that be a fun game to play? If everybody get a card that maybe I made up and you could download it or something, and then I pull out the pencils like this. Okay, geranium number 4. Who has number 4? All right, and then I'm going to try to make this orangey color here with carrot and ochre. We'll see how that works out. Bingo! Yes! Pencil color bingo, or colored pencil bingo. Let's give these a sharpen. All right, this is the Tagal, which is my absolute favorite. I didn't think this was a big deal. I thought, how can such a small thing be so wonderful, right? But I decided, all right, I'll try it out. And I think, wow, this is awesome. You can dial the size you want. And that was really handy. Some of these are already sharpened enough. I generally put it on a 3 because it's not too short and it's not too long. And that's really good with Prismas. You don't want to make them too long unless you go very slowly. I must have made this one long at one time. Okay, I think that is all the sharpening. Alrighty. Now, since I don't have a lot of green, I've got to use the lighter shades for the flower, the leaves, which is fine because there's actually some turquoisey looking leaves. Or I can just throw a green in there. Isn't that what somebody said one time? You can pick a color scheme that you want, and then you can always put in another color. When it comes to turquoise and green, though, I guess they're analogous if you want to do analogous. But anyway, I want to try out this I've got all these scrap pieces of paper, and it is starting to not be enough to keep. All right, I'm going to try this. Oh boy, that's so nice. And then I'm going to try the ochre on top. I'll try a little more. flip, flip, flip. So that is pretty close to that color. It's almost just a tiny bit peachy, which I don't know if you added a little red in there, if that would throw that off. But I can hear my Shannon in my head saying, just use the one color. But if I wanted to match, I would definitely use this ochre color with the carrot. She's saying, get on with it, girl. All right. My inner Shannon speaks to me often. Oh, don't let that creep you out. All right. Should I start with? I just wonder if I could throw in a little turquoise. I might do that. I love this purple, so let's start with purple. All right, what color should the house be? Purple, orange. Here's our colors. I'm kind of leaning toward the teals, or maybe the orange. What do you think? No, you're not the only one. Yeah, I know. Isn't that weird? Shannon's going, oh my gosh, these people got me in their head. Let me see. Let me see. We all love Shannon, that's why. Yep. Okay, I think I'm going to be very strange and do an orange house. I think. Yeah, I never am sure of what I want to do. Okay, I know I want some of these flowers to be purple. Hey Gail, thanks for coming in. All right, so let's make yeah, let's make these kind of a purpley pink color. And I have a light hand, so I like to do a lot of gradations. Yeah. I think that's the fastest I've ever picked colors. For anything other than just to pick a pencil. I'm not planning at all. Just pick a pencil. What color do you want? Now what colors go with that color? Is kind of what I ended up doing. But even then, this is the quickest I've gone through. So I'm proud of myself. All right, so I'm kind of making some gradations on here. If it's the paper. This is kind of a toothy paper. Did I finish that? What was that other one I was working on? Was that the Grizaye? Enchanted Earth, maybe. Was it Enchanted Earth? No, I was using something else on that. Maybe it was Circle of Life. Maybe I haven't really done one whole page with the Grizayes. I thought I had. Nope, I guess I didn't. Well, I'm just going to focus on that for a while. I want to try it out on different pages, different papers. Okay, so I'm getting lighter pressure out here. I want to see what would happen when I add this pink. It might be a disaster. I don't know. It might be a disaster. Yay! I'm not sure I like those. So I think I'll probably just come a little further down with the purple. And then we'll get different kind of color in there. I'm not sure about that. All right, I'm going to go darker. I'm going to push harder now. Hey, Nico. How are you doing today, dear? All right, so it has a little bit of pencil dust. I'm not entirely sure that these pencils are going to work very well on this paper. But I hate to change pages right in the middle of anything, so we'll just keep making it work. But I do know what I'm going to do with that pink. I know y'all probably go, oh, the pink's fine. Well, it's bothering me, so I'm going to get rid of most of it. Flower one. Now, knowing how that's going to look, I'm going to start out with the heavier and then go lighter as I go down. That way, finally Friday night. Oh, is it Friday? Oh, it is Friday night where you are. Okay. Awesome. Well, Friday nights here, I teach online, and so I don't look forward. I don't look forward to uh, Friday or Saturday night like y'all look forward to it. I do like working online, but it does make Friday and Saturday nights really different. I look forward more to Sunday because I don't teach on Sundays. Okay, maybe it's just that one spot in the paper. It just didn't like that. Now, I look forward to a no-show on Friday night. That way I can pop into whatever stream is on at the time, and I could sit there and say hello for a while. That's kind of nice. Um, no-shows are fun in that you still get paid for not teaching, but you still have to be in the class. The kind of no-shows I don't like is when it's one class late at night. If I've opened bookings that late, and then they don't show, it's like I stayed up for nothing. But I don't teach those late night classes anymore. I just can't do it. All right. Okay, let's switch to some pink because I feel pinkish. Oh, no problem. Yeah, you are in Friday evening, so that's fine. I'm still in Friday morning. Just trying to think what colors would look best where. I think maybe we'll go with, not sure if these are supposed to be green. What is this flower doing over here? It's not bloomed out yet, I guess. The pink feels very nice on this paper. I think it was just this little spot that seemed odd. Not all paper is uniform in every space, so. Okay, now I'm going to press a little harder so I can get some shadow there. I mean, I can add shadow with another color in a minute, but you know, if you just want to do a simple shading, just press harder with one pencil and you'll get a little bit of shading or contrast. That's kind of neat. you can come out with a lot of layers and shades with one pencil. Let's see now. I may have to add a green just because just because. Ooh, I like that one. This apple green. Maybe medium green. That apple green goes pretty well with the turquoise color. I think I might use it too. I'm glad I'm finally out of work today. Good. Is that the one that you do at home, or the one that you is your extra job? Here I am being nosy. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Yeah, I've got all this light shining this way, but it throws a shadow. I see that's even worse. I always have trouble with this. I've got one of those round lights above me. Okay, let's see. I think I need a course in lighting your space. In a video. You think I would know about that from doing my online teaching. They tell you to use 2 lights, one from each side, and then one in front of you, or above you, I guess. Doesn't always go. All right, I'm gonna throw in this turquoise. See what happens to this green. Ooh. Sorry, I'm deep in thought. I'm deep in thought. Let's see. A 2-hour long call. Wow. My husband likes his job. I told you yesterday, remember, he's in IT also. And he likes his job really well and the people he works with. But the thing he doesn't like so much is being on call, because he could get called in the middle of the night for something. It used to be a lot worse. It was almost every night. And then they got some, they call it OSH, I think. overseas help. And that helped. And then there's a rule that they're not supposed to call him in the middle of the night. But they still call him once in a while if they absolutely need to. So, although I don't know why the company needs to call him for anything at that time of day. I mean, or that night. All right, let's do some red something. Some red. I'm not sure what these are supposed to be. Some of these flowers are just kind of like, hey, look! It's a sunflower. Oh, it's a sunflower, and I have orange. I do have pink, too. Just saw it. These look like black-eyed Susans. Yeah, he's got to leave his phone off unless they, so in case they call him. Probably he works later in the evening rather than in the middle of the night, which I think he prefers going to bed later than getting up in the middle of the night. It's hard for him to get back to sleep. Now, I want to make these. I'm going to see if this will work. It might turn into a disaster. Well, what I'm trying to do, and it's not working. If you use, you know, I need the green. That's what I need. I'm trying to make brown by using red and green, but it kind of comes out really yucky looking. Okay. That's a little better. That's a little better. I like that. You just got to keep working at it, I guess. It looks brownish enough for me. So now we can work some more on the petals. And I use pink. I usually don't do the hashtags, probably because they're just extra stuff for me to think about. And they're fine. They're fine to do. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and add that orange up here. I'm trying to recreate what I did. I was going to show you something I finished. Oh, I was working on this one day. I think it was Tuesday. Showing y'all. I am not done with it, obviously. And look, I did a human hand. On this one, I used Star Joys. So it was something I was working on. This here is washi tape. And I took someone's advice to kind of put the washi tape on your like pants leg if you're wearing jeans, you know, and you pick up a little bit of dust, a little bit of jean material, so that when you peel this off, and you still need to go slowly, but when you peel this off, you're not going to take the paper with you, which is, I've done that. So I finished all the basic part. I'm just working on the background. I'm not sure how I'm liking that, but I think that's what I was working on before in the last stream. I'm talking about anyway. Sorry about that detour. I think I might put some of that red down here. It's a little bit of a shadow. Three, 7, 6. What do they call that when you just color, you don't do any shadowing or anything? I forgot what they called it. Straight color. Maybe if my life depended on it, I could straight color. Color blocking. Block coloring. Straight coloring. I think it's straight coloring. For me, blocking in would be putting a very light base on the different places so I can see where the colors are. That would be blocking to me, but I don't know. There's probably an official dictionary for colors somewhere. Hey, we could put that together. We could write a story about a kid losing a pencil, and we could make the colorist dictionary. A list of words that if you don't say correctly, everybody's going to look at you funny. Simple coloring, that works too. That absolutely works too. Yeah, this I'm probably going to have to use well, sharpen it more, or just kind of lightly color in there. I could use a fine liner, but I don't have those out. What are y'all working on this fine Friday? Are you just doing laundry? Hey, come do mine. These blend together more like regular blending rather than the layering type of blending. I don't want to say like Prismas because yeah, you can see how I just went back over with the same color I started with and smoothed out that transition, and that worked really well. I think I'll do that up here. But they blend more like a wax pencil than an oil pencil. They're almost in between. I mean, they feel to me kind of oily, but I don't know, I just like them. What to try to do a mermaid page? Well, try to finish a mermaid page and start a mermaid. Yeah, I think that's what I was doing, was the I thought I started a circle of life, but I think I started enchanted. It was over on Nico's channel. Yeah, we were doing this one. I got right into it when she said, okay, we're going to do this one as a color along. And then that was a week ago. So I need to get back to that. I was using Durant ink tints on that. So that kind of takes care of that hashtag, I guess. All these pictures in here are really beautiful and interesting. Sometimes I will take a picture, I'll take a picture. I'll open to a page that I really don't especially like, and I'll try out whatever medium on it, because if I mess up, then that's okay. Let's see, I haven't done red. Everybody likes to do mushrooms with the red. And I guess if you look them up, the ones that have the spots are red. So I suppose I could do it red. I need some more. More coffee. I guess I must like cold coffee, because I will let my coffee sit for a while and forget about it, and I'll go back and I'll taste it and I go, oh, this is cold, tastes good. Thanks, Ambient. Hey, Marilyn, thanks for coming. Yeah, lurk away. It's all right. I do a lot of lurking. I just listen to the person, and sometimes I don't even watch the chat, because some people will talk enough where I can guess what everyone is saying, or just the general subject. So that's kind of fun. So I am layering some heavier layers here on the side. All right, I'm going to do this hopefully only once, and I won't make you sick. I'm going to lower the camera a little more. Woo! Here we go. Okay. I like to see close-ups of pages, especially if there's a small area. So I tend to do that. All right, so that's what I did. I made a gradation there on that. Although that doesn't make sense if this is up here. It doesn't matter. It is what it's going to be. Shaded area. We'll just say that's sort of in the front of it. I try to think about where my light is, but not always. Oh, is it? Yeah, I was kind of worried about these colors working together, but you know, I think that's what the color cube cards do for me, is they say, it's okay if you use these colors together. They look fine, you know. Because I tend to go with analogous or complementary, even split complementary and all that stuff, instead of branching out into, you know, these colors might look interesting together. Why don't you try it? Why don't you try an orange, red, and a purple and a pink together? Okay, I can try. I can try. So it just helps me to see. At the beginning, I wasn't picking my own colors. I was just going with whatever artist was I was watching was picking, which is fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But then I noticed that I started picking my own colors, which is cool. I would like to get to the point where I can pick colors that might not normally be thought of it going together, like these colors. You know, you might get pink and purple, but you might not get that turquoise also goes with those. You know, I like to be able to think in those terms. So I guess that'll eventually come. See, I was going to say, if they are on the card together, that yeah, I agree with that. Color palettes and gelatins help me focus. I choose limited out. Even when I color my own, it isn't, which isn't that limited as you use highlight and shade. Yeah. Well, I would think the highlighting and shading is the palette too. It's just the darker colors. So I would say it was still limited. Let's see now. Usually we have darker colors under here. What I might do is take this charcoal color is, I found a good shading color. I mean, I could use green or purple down there also, but this is a little bit brown. This reminds me of sepia, which I don't know if it is, but I found that it makes a good shadow color. You can stick it right over the other color, and you see it looks like a darker version. Use the 618 colors depending on your preference. Yeah. I should be there in 20 minutes. Where will you be? I'm thinking she probably meant that for somebody else. Because I don't know, I'll be right here at home. Marilyn, we shall be right here. Exactly, we'll be right here. I'm going to put a little shadow underneath these little circles. I was gonna maybe just color these with the Posca. Or I might use, I haven't done it yet. Give this a try. The Artix marker. See what it does. This may be too much for my shaky hand. Doesn't cover. I didn't do something I remember Barbara Colors was saying to do. This may just be too small of a spot for worrying about this. But as she said, if you want to color over a line, you use a white pencil to go over it, and then you can put down your other color that you want to use to cover it. But I'm thinking the white doesn't cover over as well as Posca does. So it's not as opaque as I'd like it to be, but you know, this is such a small area, it hardly matters. I asked Brian once if the dogs pooped and peed in chat. That's funny. Is this little lip thing white? I don't know. Anyway, what was I saying? The other pins are more opaque than the white is. So I just suggest sticking with Prisma on that. Yeah, these are just so tiny. Charcoal is number 67, by the way. Oh, I've made some funny typos. On Facebook, once in a while, you'll see somebody type in, type out the sentence and then hit the middle button, you know, the intuitive button, and see what it comes up with, and sometimes it's really a crazy weird sentence. Rarely do they make any sense at all. So that's sort of like an intentional typo rather than an actual typo. Hey Dan, thanks for coming. I appreciate everybody that pops in, whether they're in to lurk or in to chat or somewhere in between. I'm usually somewhere in between when I'm on other people's chats. Okay, I think I'm gonna get orangier down here. Mainly because I want to throw in some green and make this part brownish. Oh, sometimes you get an ugly color, but then it's exactly the color you needed. Isn't that funny? Isn't that awesome? I don't know what that looks like on the screen, but let's add a little bit of red in it. Kind of hard to do any shading on here, but I'll give it a try. Something like that. Oh, I need to stretch. Ooh. I need to put a fan in here. That's what I need to do. All right, so I've done a little bit of this. What haven't I used? I've used the red and I've used everything. Turquoise, the purple, the lighter turquoise. What was I doing? Jade and teal, and the pink, and the red. So I used them all for the moment. Now I'm thinking about the house. I haven't used the turquoise very much, so I am going to make this house turquoise. Because I like it. I will start. I'll just start here. Gotta start somewhere. Let me get it in the camera. Sorry about that. Okay, good. No, I can't see. The camera's in my way. I wonder if I really wanted the whole thing to be Grizaye, but I wonder if it would be faster if I used a marker, one of those markers on here. All right, I'm gonna try to just do Grizaye. Thanks. Yeah. I kind of, in my mind, I wanted the house to be a turquoise or a purple, And I like this pretty well. Boy, that is scratchy right there. That is scratchy, scratchy. You want a cottage? Well, you can build a miniature cottage with Legos. Yeah, this is just the blocking the color. I'm just blocking the color in. So, one of the weird things I was thinking about the other day when I was sorting colors is how some turquoise is more greenish and some turquoise is more bluish. And I'm thinking, do they come with a different name? Are the words teal and turquoise synonymous? Like this one's called teal. Looking for a piece of paper. Not that one. That one's okay. So you've got teal. And see how this one is. This one is more bluish. Let's look at this turquoise. This one is more greenish. And you have this jade that's basically a lighter version of that. That's green, blue, and blue, green. Yeah. I did a couple of green color family challenges. Now that would be really fun. I would like to do like a turquoise. I like this one best if I'm looking at the three of them. And that was the one that was called turquoise. Although you might see this word on this color in another set. It just depends. This one to me is almost exactly in the middle of green and blue. I don't know. So, weird things I think about late at night when I'm sorting pencils. It's your favorite color? Yeah. I'm really liking the purple, a lighter purple than this violet. A little bit redder maybe. And the teal colors and a green. Is it green? Yeah. I'm liking those colors together pretty well. So I can tell when I'm coloring just like a base color or a base layer that I don't have to push very hard, and the pigment's coming out really nicely. come back over it with the heavier hand. Let's see. Watercolor, you can get different names like turquoise for blue shade and green shade. Green, blue colors in general, and teal is my favorite. I was going to try, I want to see if you can mix the color. You have a separate color. Same with acrylics. Monotone teal challenge. Yeah. Yeah, I like the lilac a little better between the two because it's, I guess it just depends on what set you're using. They might have a different name, or they switch the names. Lilac to me is a little purplier, if that's, and lavender is more or pastel-y color. Turquoise has more yellow, but main difference is green-blue saturation. Okay, interesting. Turquoise is warmer and teal is cooler. Oh, perfect explanation. Nice. So right now I'm using jade. And this is, to me, this looks like a very cool color. It doesn't look warm at all. It almost looks mint, which I do have a mint green somewhere. Oh, I'm thinking that's in the other set. I've got the Grizaye 72, and I've got the, sorry, I'm out of focus here. And I have the Starjoy original 72, and in my mind I'll say, oh well, oh, I know that one has this color in it. It's actually the other set. Ooh, I was thinking about the turquoise house. I don't know if you ever watched it, but there was a show called well, I can't remember the name. It was about some little people that lived in Houston, and they had a house built, customized for their needs, and they made it, their colors, they call them coastal instead of like, I don't know, ocean something. It's coastal. And they had this turquoise's house that this reminds me of that. Yeah, they don't make that show anymore. But I still think they keep up with the fans on Facebook. There's been a couple of little people shows. See you later, Yana. Thanks for coming in. All right, there's my lighter layer, I guess. And probably since I started darker over here, I will come in a little darker here. Ooh, ooh. Not sure I like what this is doing. I need to try to go in circles, I guess. cooler color, so yellow, for example, is outside my... Oh, is it really? Yeah. Well, you can get a... Well, I guess you really can't go too cool with a yellow, but... you can have a very bright yellow. I guess not, that's not neon, but what would it do to a very warm yellow to add green to it? Then would you get a warm, well, you would get green yellow, but get a warmer one. You can get cooler blues or warmer blues. The thing about being light-handed is that it takes longer to do something. I'm thinking now I probably should have just used a marker. Yeah. I'm going to get darker down here. I thought maybe Barber Colors would come on today. I didn't see a scheduled video. Maybe she'll come on Saturday. Let's see. I finally got my Lumi page done. Verdict is still out there. Okay. Ambient lemon yellow is more cool. Yeah, I would probably say that. While a gamboge. What is a gamboge? You got me stumped on that one. Stumpy stumped. Okay, I'm going to take this teal. And darken this area. I'm a summer, so I learned about cool yellows, those that look good with blue undertone skin. I really could never figure out what I was in that. But I tend to buy greens, reds, browns, you know, browns, grays, blacks, some blues. I I don't wear yellow or pink. So I'm not really sure what that says about my coloring. I've tried yellow on, depending on the yellow, I guess. And it's like, oh, well, that's looks okay, but I'm not sure if I'm brave enough to wear that. I mean, I've really just got back into wearing pink. I avoided pink for a long time. Don't know exactly why, but so now I will try pink. Gamboge is more orange yellow. Okay. Olive, golden undertones, yellow, and it looked good together. And a friend did it for me when I was a teen. Gave me a color card set. Yeah, that kind of started back, I think, when I was in high school too. I was thinking maybe college time. Maybe college time. I looked better with warm colors, which I guess would be maybe an autumn. I feel like I either need to erase that or go ahead and go darker here. Is Shannon still here? Oh, sorry. I went off the screen. I'm pretty pale, actually. When I'm wearing like foundation makeup, I was going with this one brand for a while, and I always got the lightest color they had, the ivory. You can still be a queen. Friend calls me a queen, and we aren't married. That I look best in jewel tones. Walking around in jewels. I'm not sure I'd want to walk around in jewels. if I even had them, I wouldn't want to walk around in them because, I don't know. I guess there's a way to flaunt things that you might have and a way to not do it. Okay, I'm going to move my page a little bit because I don't color well up vertically, so I'm sorry, horizontally. So I'm starting out darker and with a heavier, pushing more heavily, and then lightly coloring as I come out. Yeah, I love that turquoise. This one is called Teal 35, by the way, if you're following with the Grizaye or not. I could probably go even a little darker. With a little heavier pressure there. Not sure how far that window seal would go out. I guess that's pretty good. Now I can come back and blend it down with the jade. I'd probably put a even darker colors on that house. I don't want to make you sick for me to move the page again, so I'm going to try to do this. My right hand shakes quite a bit some days, and drawing horizontally is a problem. So. Go darker. But my sister and I, Olive, I mean, you could what? My hubs does worship me. I wouldn't say I worships me. He does like making me happy within reason. Like, I would be really happy if I could go to Scotland, but that's out of the realm of possibility because it's so expensive. But if he could, he would. I can say it like that. I'm just kind of making this jade color darker as I go, because then I can see where I want it to be darker. I can see where I want it to be lighter, and I can just keep adding layers. Layers and layers and layers. Yeah, Scotland is my dream vacation. I would absolutely love to go there. It's interesting, Marilyn. My brother did her ancestry in 22 and me. Recently I found out some mind-blowing things. Oh yeah, you can find some interesting stuff when you go digging in your family. You found your missing pencil, yay! Harvest gold, krill, quimby, yellow ochre. Okay. So it's not quite. Where is that ochre one that I had before? It's probably something like this ochre. That would be fun. Recently lost a lot of family history when they migrated from Cuba in the 60s. Okay. Yeah, I was shocked to find out some things I never knew. Actually, more French than Italian. I didn't even know it was French, although it makes perfect sense. Leslie, me too. Scotland is beautiful. I think most of what I found on Ancestry, the DNA test, was, I pretty much guessed what it was going to be because I had already done a bunch of ancestry work. My goal was to go back as far as I could on all the branches, and it takes many generations to get out of the United States. So, but you can see a lot of the branches are of British origin. Mostly that. There's Scottish and Irish, and British are the biggest ones. And then I've got a little bit of Scandinavian, just hair. I'm not sure why they took Wales out. It used to be Ancestry put Wales along with British, and then they took Wales out and made its own thing, and now I think they've got it back in there. So I'm not sure. But the Celtic stuff, they would always split the English, the Irish and the Scottish and some of the Wales out from the British. And the British could be northern France, Germany, kind of that area could also be considered British. And they just moved their definitions around as more and more people get involved with the ancestry. There's a little bit of like West Coast, West Ivory Coast, things like that. Let's see. Yes, I was looking for the wrong color, which is why I couldn't find it. Oh, World War II. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Ambient. Yeah. Ancient Gaul. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. So, but I mean, I had to go back really far to get out of the United States because we're long lived here. The earliest immigration was, let's see, sorry about that, I hit the camera. I want to say mid 1800s from Ireland. So I'm guessing that had to do with the potato issue over there. Let me see what this does when I put this charcoal down here for shading. It actually might have been a little further back. No, I'm pretty sure it was then. Yeah, ancient Gaul. As far as the ancestry tests go, they only go about 4 or 5 generations back. So you could actually have ancestors from a completely different country, completely different part of the world, and it's not going to show up in your DNA test. Now a guy, they could get a special test that I don't know the exact thing, but there is like a code in their DNA that's always the same from generation to generation. So you could have, well, now at a certain point it changes a little bit because DNA, well, I forgot the name of it, but DNA will alter a little bit as it goes down through the generations. So could you dig up, let's say take a mummy, if you could possibly get DNA from a mummy, and then see if anybody in this day and age has that same line of male code. Probably you're not going to find the exact thing. You know, it still only goes back so far. But they can look up that, they can see what code that is. Well, actually, it can go back pretty far. It degrades just a little bit. You can see what line of, well, that gets in a whole nother situation, but you can actually have a guy that looks Caucasian, and his ancestors in the last 4 or 5 generations are all from, say, Britain or Scandinavian or something like that. And then his DNA strand, that one thing that is pretty constant throughout time, and they could actually come from like an Asian group. Or you can have a guy that looks white that has something from an African group, or the reverse. How did I get on DNA, y'all? I'm suddenly like, I'm talking about DNA. I'm not talking about coloring. Yes, you will get scientific knowledge and historical knowledge when you come to Lady Hawk's Coloring Cave, where we study history and coloring at the same time. You never know what you're going to get when you come here. I'm going to put a little bit of this charcoal. I love this charcoal color. As a shadow maker, I love it. Thanks. It is very interesting. I like history a lot. Another thing you learn when you study history is that there are people who have changed history in different places over the time. So history is a real dig. It's you can't just go with textbooks or whatever. You've got to really delve into it to get the whole picture, because you may not get the whole picture. Wow, you know, this doesn't look half bad. I guess if it doesn't look half bad, it looks half good. I saw Shannon pop in. Is she still in? I was going to ask her a dog question. Thanks. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of this is almost too small to bother with. I need to get some more. Can't even see what I'm doing. Probably needed to shake this some more. Oh, that's not terrible. I'm a lot harder on myself. I think, oh, I did not even want that. Oh my goodness. I wonder what it would have been like to put the pink in there. I wanted to color over this charcoal just a little bit. I suppose I can put a little bit of that pink in there, like on the edge or somewhere in the middle here, probably. I'm not sure what that does for it, but it doesn't hurt. Thank you, Kelly. I'm working on it. If this was a night sky, then this would be a light to me, like a light bulb. How long have I been on? I can't see how long I've been on. Analytics. I think that's the right one. Nope. Stream is fine. You know, I don't even know if this one's on. it's like it's not streaming through some reason it's not streaming through Amazon YouTube. Weird. Well, I've been on over 2 hours. Oh, hey, Grizaye Art, you're welcome. I'm having a good time. I just love these pencils. At first, I thought maybe something was going on weird with this purple over here, but as I colored in other places, I realized it's just the paper in that spot isn't really nice. So, yeah, I'm trying to think, have I used them on anything else yet? Probably just parts of a picture, not like a whole picture. But I am going to keep working on it. See, let's, I feel like working with maybe some red. I did red. I guess I can keep, maybe I could work on the, ooh, what if we made the roof purple? Would a purple roof be interesting? Yeah, Ambient here, Grizaye is going to, I think she's going to be buying your pencils pretty soon. Yeah, they do. They've got maybe 50 subscribers, so go subscribe to them. Let me see. What if I made this part purple? And then we can make this part the turquoise color. Not entirely certain about that. I'm just trying different things. It was definitely that one spot because it doesn't feel that way on the rest of it. I think I like that. I've wondered if y'all could stay around a little longer. I could test out the Grizaye on different paper. Yay! Yeah, I'm so glad they came on too. Okay, well, I thought most people like you just to keep coloring what you're coloring, but since Grizaye is around, I thought maybe, yeah, awesome, that I could test it out on different papers. So this is the paper in World of Flowers, and it works great on this paper. It blends well. It feels great on this paper. So there's that. Let's see, what would be another paper? I've got a Creative Haven paper. Let's see. I gotta pick something. I don't know what. This is a nice springy summer type of picture, so I could try that. Oh. Ooh, how about this one? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just trying the pencils out on the paper. All right, I'm gonna get some of my favorite color combo pencils. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is my little swatch chart. And if you want to go by this chart order, you can. That one was a boo-boo, so I erased that. Some of these I'm thinking, why did I put those there? Huh. Oh, darn. Yes. Okay.
So I signed up myself for Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
30-day Prime trial.
Yes.
Do you know why they would, of course, it's probably been so long since you signed up with them. Why would they charge me $1.02 to my card?
It's a test to see if the card works.
Oh, okay.
They'll likely give that back.
Okay. I was just checking because it's kind of strange.
Yep, it is.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm actually on a live stream.
Let's go.
You can come over in the live stream. I'll see you. Okay. That was my sister. Now let's see. Let's do dark green. And let's do dark green, lime green, and leaf. Wait a minute, where's grass? There's the lime and the leaf. Okay. So I like these three pencils together. Sharpen the dark one a little bit. I'll try not to take this long on every one. In fact, I think I'll use the same pencils. All right, so let's start with this grass here. It's really grabbing onto this paper pretty well. Green is kind of maybe not always the best colors to try because sometimes green is scratchy. But I think you can still get a good sense of how a pencil works on the paper, even with a green. I'm going to take this dark green. Come up under these. Grizaye pencils link for, yes, thank you so much. I don't know why I didn't even think of that. Okay, so far these work great on here. Let me just grab another color, like the red, because these people might like red roses on their porch. Ooh, very nice. Nice. Yeah, and I can feel that, being that they are a combo of oil and wax, because as I work with them, they're they blend together well. See, like this, like a waxy pencil would, but it's got this smooth, oily feel to it at the same time, if that makes any sense at all. Not that I am Miss Expert on anything, I just know how it feels. So it's good on the Creative Haven paper. Well, let's try it in the let's see, this is Kirby's World Within Worlds. I can just do a test here. Wow, that's very nice on that paper. I want to see how these greens blend. Did you? They look kind of apple-y, don't they? Sometimes Tracy Goodrich's flowers don't look exactly right. I think it's because, well, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they're paintings that they turn into coloring. Because if you look at some of the sample pages, they look like paint rather than color pencil. Okay, so I'm thinking these feel pretty good on here. There's a little bit of dust as you build, but that's par for the course as far as waxy pencils go. I'm going to try the pink and this red. This probably will look horrid because it's more of an orangey red than a true red, but we'll see how it goes. You can make something of it. So those blend pretty well together. Yes, I love this book, and I'd say it does beautifully in this one. What else do we have? Let's try Rooms of Wonder, because I think there, has always been talk about the pages being, the paper being real different. This is not as smooth as the Kirby paper. I tell you what, you can cover a lot of ground with this type of pencil. Like the house I was working on, I thought, oh, that's going to take me forever. But it didn't. I mean, I didn't finish it, but the area that I did work on was like, wow, that goes fast. I think I will. I'd like to figure out some more combos with these. Hey Grizaye, if you're still there, I did ask in a message before, and you said something exciting was coming out. Like, oh, can you give us a tiny hint? Maybe a little bitty hint. You did say you were gonna go. You're gonna go open stock with pencils. Is that all the pencils? Some of the pencils? Are you gonna sell them in sets of 3 or 2 or one each one separately? I do too. I love this book, but I haven't colored in it as much as I have other ones like Aviary. I love Aviary. In fact, we'll try that book here in a minute. Now I want to come back with a lighter color again and smooth over some of those blends. That looks pretty good. Pretty good. I just want to try out one flower with this purple. This is violet, by the way. The person who put me onto these pencils, Grizaye, is in the chat. Color and Craft for Shanny Blue. She has a great video reviewing these. And Shannon, if you want to put your video in there into the chat, that would be great. Let me see. Something I noticed about the white is the white works really nicely. See, it really helps to blend that up. Almost like a Prisma in a way, where it just helps to move the pigment around, you know, makes it smooth. Thank you, Shannon. So I like that in this book. Let's see. How about I'm not sure if this is snot paper to you or not. Shannon, is this the snot paper? I think I actually did a little bit of practice in here. This is the Chinese paper. of Symphony of Cute Animals. I've got the English version too, but just for fun, let's try. I love these greens. I could try a different set of colors, like maybe turquoise. Turquoise flowers. Maybe I didn't even know they were 24 set. I always saw the big set. Yeah. Oh, I'd love to see the big set. I would love to see a big set. That would be nice. Let's make this bird turquoise. Wow. All right. My shaky hand. I gotta go sideways here. There are actually turquoise birds. Look them up. They're awesome. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll be very excited if y'all came out with even more colors in the future. In the meantime, I will enjoy these. These are some of my top favorites. Okay, insider secret. I'm listening. I love secrets. Yeah, I was wondering, how are you? We're getting it. Yeah, I wasn't sure that either, Ambient. How Ambient was getting a 24 set. Thanks for the link, Shannon. Deepest per pencil until I saw a link. Yeah. Well, so far, this is working really well in this paper. It's, you know, it's blending well. I mean, I'm blending it with itself, but still, it's blending well. Let's use the darker one now. This is teal. Not sure I grabbed. Why did I grab that one? Oh, it's okay. Let's see, we're going to come out with a 2-1 Burnisher blender pencil. It will blow your mind. It's the best of any blender pencil. All right. Very exciting. Awesome. All right, so I like it really well in this paper from the Japanese version of Symphony of Cute Animals. What else do I have? I've got the Kingdom of Curious Creatures. The English version. Wow. I really expected it to I mean, to not be good in this paper, because it was so good in the other, the Japanese Symphony of Cute Animals. I thought, well, if it's good in there, it can't be good in this one. But it is. So there's a little dust, but that's normal with, I mean, Prismacolors have dust. All right, let's try this pink. One of the things I noticed about these when I was making a chart is that they're so vibrant. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm what? Those aren't the Grizaye pencils? Let's see, how about Europa? Always going back to the back page to test stuff. I do like them a little more on the textured paper, but that's a preference rather than, you know, it feels, it's, everybody's going to feel the same way, kind of. It doesn't, it's not like that at all. Not sure why I got a harsh line right there. Probably something in the paper. Yeah, I think it's something in the paper because it's okay here. All right. Try some purple. Cool, I need to, yeah, my brain is going too. Trying to find something specific to color. That's nice. Yeah, I'm getting pretty hungry myself. All right, so I like it on this paper. Here's Nightfall. I can see I've tried out a lot of pencils on this. Ooh wee. nice. Wow. This purple on this paper feels so nice. I'm gonna get different color. I'm gonna do it up here. Have you compared the blender to the Caran d'Ache one? That's a good question, because we all like that Caran d'Ache blender. I like it. I love it so much on this paper. I just want to keep coloring. It's like, I want to color on this paper. It's so relaxing. All right, that was Nightfall paper. What other paper do I have? Oh, I've got Flowerscape, which I have not colored a thing in, to my shame. So I will try the back part. This is a very smooth paper. On this smooth paper, it feels more like an oil pencil. Let me get this pink color. It's like flowing really well. I'm going to get out a few polys. Okay, so just comparing these two. This one is a little smoother than the poly, probably because it's a mix of wax. So I guess it's the wax that's making that smooth feeling. I could be here all day, and I'm starving. I like testing things. Here's my Prisma. Okay, so Prisma is just very lovely, beautiful, feels great, right? This one feels really good too. I mean, I don't think anything's going to beat Prisma for what it is, but as far as all three of these pencils feel very nice on this paper. The Grizaye is very smooth. It's very smooth, like a Prisma, close to a Prisma. But it's also feels like an oil pencil at the same time. I don't know how that works, but that's just how it is. So let's look at, I want to see about some blending. I've got all these stacks of pencils all over the place. I always like to, not always because I didn't do it this time. I'm going to try, ooh, that is so, what is that? That's the cerulean. The blender should be released in June. Yay, June, yay! So that is a very nice blend. I don't know if you can get as many layers as Prisma. I hate to say that, but I mean, you still can get a lot of layers. It depends on the paper too. But after a while, you know, it just starts to be better on the paper with Prisma. Prisma's just, it's hard to beat them with. And I know some people don't like Prismas, which I find very strange. This was not the best green and blue to use to mix. Let's try this one instead. This one might not be good either. It's got too much purple in it. Yeah, it's gonna be ugly. Let's try cerulean. Yeah. Okay, so you got that. Now if you keep, oh, I just dropped pencil. If you keep going, you're still going to get you can get a lot of smooth layers with that. Oh, there goes that. That's okay. But again, it could be the paper. This is so smooth. So it works really well in that. I don't know what other paper I have. Aliens has a slightly different paper. Let's try that one. Sorry, it moved the camera. I want to try the blue and the yellow again. Where did the yellow go? There it is. Follow the yellow brick road. Wow. Feels so nice in this paper. Now see, I can already tell this is better. This paper is better. So it's layering better. Yeah. I think it must be the paper. It still works. Now that's going to bug me. I got to try it again. Yeah, it's just, there's only so many layers that you can get on this type of paper. I'm thinking it must be that way with other pencils too, so it's not like this is a bad set or anything. I mean, it still works great on this paper. And most of us aren't going to have 500 layers of pencil, so I wouldn't worry about that. I don't know what other paper I have that's that much different from anything else. This is really heavy paper. Let's see how it works on that. Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't much like this page anyway. Wow. I just love how it doesn't take much to get the pigment out. This is a very toothy paper, and it feels really good. Feels really good on this paper. I think these work really great on more of a textured paper, but they still work well on the smooth paper. That's just what I'm getting. You know, and I'm not super knowledgeable about every kind of paper in the world, so you just, you know, just take it how you want to take it. But yeah, I mean, super grabby. It feels really, really nice. I don't know if grabby is the right term, but it looks great on it. It feels great on this paper too. This is a thicker, cardier paper, so I think a lot of pencils will work on that. I've got World of Wonders. This is more of that terrible Amazon paper. Let's try it on there. Okay. It feels fine on this Create Space paper. I think if you bought one of these books and you had the Grizaye pencils, I think you'd be really happy. With how they go down on it. I'm going like super green over here. So yeah, I like it on this paper so far. I like to try a lot of different colors, just because some colors are scratchy. This one feels really nice on here. So even on the terrible Create Space paper, this looks really, or it works really nice on here. Like I said, it works well on grabby paper. I think I am out of different kinds of paper. I've got the English edition of this Symphony of Cute Animals. This is smoother paper. So I don't know. It almost feels like you're painting. You know, it's that smooth feel of you're painting something. Sorry, I'm out of the light here. So on this paper, I would say try to have a lighter hand as you're building your color. Because if you go too heavy, you're going to get a weird streakiness that you are not going to like. And I think that is the way it is with most pencils, is they are going to work differently in different types of paper, and you just have to figure out the technique for using that. So this works fine on smooth paper. This is Prisma. Prisma is a grab at your pencil, so it's got more wax. Okay. It's fine on that. Maybe you could do a separate uploaded video comparing different papers when you're more prepared. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I did do it on the Berman paper. Yeah. I could do a video. I really hate doing videos because I get interrupted by phone calls or pets or something like that. Okay. I tried it on the Berman paper and it worked really well. Oops. Sorry about that. I could use this color. So it seems to work real well on that. I mean, I think it works well on everything. I don't see that it is a problem. Yeah, I could do that. I'll try to do a video, even if I have to edit a bunch of it. I just hate editing. Oh, no problem. You just kind of rewind. Oh, I'm so hungry. All right, y'all. I've been in here 3 hours. Thanks for coming, and I will try to work on another video, and maybe in that same video I can compare it with other pencils also on the same paper, and we'll see how it goes. You're welcome, Ambient. I hope that made sense to everybody. You were just getting my, instant reaction because I hadn't tried it in any of these other papers before. So, yeah. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank y'all for coming. And if Barbara Color comes on Tuesday, I probably will not stream except for maybe an hour. If she doesn't, I will be there at the regular time. So y'all have a great day. Thank you. Thank you, Grizaye, for coming in and saying hey. Y'all have a great weekend, and I will see you later. Bye.